Okay. With bells on. You're right on time, Alexander. You're right on time. A wizard's never late, nor is he early, but sometimes he's right on time. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, I've got notes. Y'all love when I have notes. Got notes. So, we're going to get on through these notes, these galactic updates. Welcome to Galactic Tarot. Don't forget to gently caress the like button. Who's here? Who's here? Is that my brother Russ? My brother Russ. Where you at, bro? Katie! I got another spoiler alert today. This one's kind of ridiculous, though. So, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But because we have to get to this download that I got. It's a good one. It's so big. It's massive. Share out the video. Put it in the places. Put it on your Facebook walls or whatever. Share it out. Have people subscribe to the channel. I'm not sure if we're at 2260. A little bit of boobery the other day. I was like, oh, if we're at 2260 on Wednesday, I'll go live for free readings. Not realizing that Wednesday was the first. So here we are. So yeah, let's talk about this. Let's do it. All right, so let's get right on into the galactic update. One of these galactic updates is pretty much what Alexander realized with real eyes. So yeah, so random, but we're going to talk about the Top Gun movie. Okay, so here's what happened. First, I need coffee. Then I have I got Golden Gods lined up here, guys. I'm ready to go. Teresa says, download needed, bring it on. This one's massive. At least for me, it's massive. So I imagine for a good percentage of you out there, this is going to be pretty big. So anyways, watching Top Gun in the movie theater. I feel weird even saying spoiler alert because it's not like, I don't know. I guess come back later and you can jump to the readings because these will have the just like skip the galactic updates portion if you don't want to hear this part. It's a little silly, but yeah, you can skip ahead if you want and come back later. I'll have all the timestamps put at the bottom. You know how it is. You know how we do. So anyways, Top Gun. Spoiler alert. So yeah, I'm about 20 minutes into the Top Gun movie, and everybody's loving the movie. Everybody's loving the movie, and I'm not saying I didn't love the movie, but we're 20 minutes in, and you know, let me ask the crowd. Anybody out there see Top Gun? Let's do it that way. Let me do a show of hands. Anybody? Waiting, bored, waiting. Nope, nobody. This is the top grossing movie of the week. Yeah, I didn't intend either. My boy Blue, I didn't intend either. Whatever. I'm looking around the entire theater and I'm just like, how does nobody notice what's happening right now? And now, like, when you go see this, if you go see this, that's the only reason I would do like a spoiler alert, because it's kind of like, you know, when like people tell you, oh, the movie's bad, and then you have an opportunity to think it's good, but if somebody tells you the movie's really, really good, you go into it thinking it's gonna be really, really good, and then sometimes it doesn't meet the expectations that were built up. So I'm watching the movie, and it's about 20 minutes in, and I'm like, yo, this is clearly, what up, Maddie? This is clearly Star Wars on Earth. Like, they didn't even try to hide it. Like, it's like, who's playing Admiral Akbar? And Luke Skywalker is Tom Cruise. And Wedge is Goose's son. And I'm just like, I'm watching this, and it was like, it took away from the movie a little bit for me. By a little bit, I mean a lot of it, because it was so blatant that this was just Star Wars on Earth. It's like I could like see this board of directors, and they're like, we need a new movie. What do we need? What are we gonna have? What's gonna happen? And then they're like, you know what no one's ever done? Star Wars on Earth. We'll do it. We're gonna put Tom Cruise in there. So I'm watching this, and it just kept getting more obvious. Like, I'm seeing like scenes where it's like Admiral Akbar, like, it's a trap, and like it was so hilarious to me. So I'm watching this, and it keeps getting more and more ridiculous for me because, you know, I'm a avid Star Wars comic book nerd. You guys know that stuff. So as I'm watching this, I was like, oh, this is so ridiculous. So we get out of the movie, and this is where it's going. This is the download. We get out of the movie, and you know, I'm with the crew, and I go up to the crew, and I first go up to J-Dog, and I'm like, J-Dog, you realize that was just Star Wars: A New Hope, but on Earth? And he's like, oh my God, it was. And then everybody else that I know is like a Star Wars fan and like grew up on these movies. I'm going up to them. I'm like, you realize that was Star Wars? And this is so interesting because like they're all like, wow, I really enjoyed the movie. So like their energy's like, like they're you know, they're smiling, they're happy. And like, I'm not trying to burst inner child bubbles ever. I try to inflate inner child bubbles. But it was like that excitement. I didn't want to be the guy standing out in front of the theater like, what the heck did I just see? And like, how come nobody noticed this? But it was like I had to say it. And so I'm telling everybody, I'm like, yo, that was just Star Wars. And like, I could feel everybody be like, oh, Alexander's killing the vibe. And I was like, no. Like, because this is this nonverbal conversation that us human beings, term used incredibly loosely, do. So there's this nonverbal communication going on about the movie while I'm like verbally communicating and they're verbally communicating back. And I'm like seeing that they're like, wow, he's ruining this for me. I just got out of the movie. I really enjoyed it. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm like basically telling them like, look, I'm not trying to ruin this for everybody. I just wanted to see if y'all noticed what I noticed. Because to me, it was so much Star Wars: A New Hope. It was distracting for me. Like it was distracting. So like y'all are saying, oh, I'm going to go see it. Or Veronique's saying, I'm going to go see it. Go watch Star Wars: A New Hope first. And then see it. And you're going to be like, oh my God, the dude is right. Plainly obvious. So I go back to the house and there's this uneasiness. And I can't explain the uneasiness. And this is where the Galactic Update comes in. Because this was so freaking great for me. Because I saw what many of us are probably doing, but definitely what I'm doing. And I realized that what I am looking for in that moment was not to burst people's bubbles. I received illumination, okay? So I was looking to share that illumination. So sometimes we do this. I literally could see conversations throughout my entire lifetime. And I could see why, like we get on the phone with some people and the phone call feels better than it does with others. Because sometimes you call somebody, you want to share something with them. And it's like, they're like, yeah. But like you don't perceive or feel the illumination. So there's almost like this food that you're looking for that you don't eat. There's something that, and this is what's great, is because it almost, when I traced it back, it was coming from the ego. But it's like the ego is not wanting to just be like, I was right, like the typical ego stuff. Like this is actually pretty beautiful. This is like the awakened people are looking for illumination. So they want to talk about their dream. They want to talk about their download. They want to talk about what they noticed. They want to talk about a mathematical formula. And to get to this code of this whole, like, my ego and like this high level ego, it's almost like ego soul is looking for illumination, okay? Is looking to see illumination in others, because this is what brings us joy. So like as I'm talking on stage and the mathematical formula might seem too complex in that moment, or when I'm, talking here online or whatever it is, or I'm calling people on the phone, or I'm talking to mom, dad, best friend, whoever, sometimes we're sharing things and we're looking to see the people go, oh my God, and have a realization like we did. but it's not always going to be there. The illumination isn't always going to be there for every individual person. And the illumination or the seeking it isn't what's the problem in general. It's the reaction to it. It's our reaction to it when we're expecting illumination and we do not receive said address. So after sitting with this, like I said, I was out in the car and I was just like processing this. And I was seeing all the times in life where I did receive illumination and I felt like I got this. And then all the many more times that I was saying something and it didn't hit where I thought it would hit. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And that might not make sense in this present moment, but if you sit with it, this is massive. This is massive because to find something that our brain is doing or our ego is doing or our soul is doing, wherever this really comes from, to find something that we're doing and then realize that we don't need that anymore. And to identify why we were doing something is very, very beautiful in general. So, you know, I'm having this whole like, you know, and I was joking, but it's like this whole like, you know, Scorpio rising, Scorpio, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Pluto. Like, I know I have all that Scorpio because I need to be able to see things. I need to be able to read in between the lines. I need to be able to read in between the lines so I can see that the line is actually fine print itself. So this is just what I came here to do, was disclose truth and to show things and to find things and to break down the archetypes and to do all this work that I'm doing every day, like my true joy here. So this is where it gets weird, and I'm actually going to pull up a screenshot. This is actually just gross. Once again, like I was sharing some gross things about the word celebrate the other day. I don't know if you guys caught that, but this was even more weird. So I was joking around, like, you know, just like my sarcastic self that comes through sometimes. And I was like, nobody noticed this. And like, I was hoping like somebody else was like, dude, that was blatant about the whole Top Gun Star Wars thing. And I was just joking. I said, it's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top. And that's not ego. I'm saying, like, I said it as a joke, like, cause it's like, I couldn't formulate in that moment. What have I been telling you guys? And this is some deep-ish that everybody needs to integrate. It takes time to turn our feelings into thoughts, and then it takes time to turn those thoughts into words so we can properly communicate in this dimension that we speak in together right now. So that's that new that just came through a few weeks ago, and it really hits close to home. So what I said was it's lonely at the top. But what I was really saying was, where are the people to receive the illumination? And there's something I want. There's some food that I want, that I'm hungry for, that I'm still hungry for. So I'm thinking of the whole song, where this is going. I'm thinking of the song Moment of Truth by Gangstar. You know, it's lonely at the top, and whatever we do, you always got to watch mother is around you. Like, that's just such a banger. I don't know if you guys listen to hip hop, but if you don't know Gangstar and you don't know Guru, you need to rinse, wash, and repeat and start over your entire process. So, anyways, I go on Spotify. This is where it gets gnarly. Let me get ready to pull up the shot. How do I do this? Share. Okay, here it is. Share screen. Share screen. Okay. All right. How do I do this? There it is. So I type in MOM. Wait, do you guys see? This is a screenshot of my cell phone. Can y'all see that? Y'all can see that, right? Y'all can see this this picture on my screen. Can y'all see that? I type mom in, like mom, like mother, because I'm typing in Moment of Truth. See, Moment of Truth is playing. See over here on the left? Moment of Truth is playing. What? You can't see it? Hold on. Hold up. Are people just saying, they're saying no because they can't see it? Okay. Share. There we go. Hold on. I got it. Look at this. Yeah, there it is. Look at this. I type in mom. Look, Moment of Truth by Gangstar's playing over there on the left. What the heck is going on with this Sigmund Freud BS? How does the word mom not pull up a bunch of songs about mom? The first song about mom is down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is where you get to the word mom. Spotify, epic fail. I always support you guys. This is weird. So the word mom pulls up cheeks clapping, orgasm and moans. That's not even spelled M-O-M. That's M-O-A-N. You're big, go slow, I'm tight. What if some little kid on Spotify wants to play a song for his mom and he types in mom? I have no words. We have to pay attention. It's like the second I start to pay attention, more things come up. So it's like I'm almost questioning, should I even be paying attention? Because as I pay attention, it seems like things get even weirder and I notice more. So I hope everybody could see that. And if you couldn't, I just explained it. What the actual F word? Okay. So stop sharing. And yeah, there we are. We're back. And we're back now. Okay. So and weird is good, Russ. We want people to call us weird. The weird actually means having the power to control fate. So all those people that have been calling us weird over the years is good. Because I saw you say, Rion told me it says weirdos trying to normalize weird. Weird is good. Weird's one of the best words we could say, actually, because we're empowering each other. But anyways, I'm gonna get into the readings. I got Aries 1707. 1707. So I wanted to share that with you guys because I'm just like, somebody's got to talk about this. And you don't believe me? Type in mom on your phone. If you have Spotify, type in mom. And maybe, because I had other people do this, and when they typed it in, they still had them, but the order was different. But you see my order was very, very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. But this is like, this whole like Freud thing, which is like fraud thing. Like I don't agree with this science. I don't agree with these belief structures. And to put this into like where people are listening, well, what do we listen to music for? Like I can't even imagine how many times music felt like it was the only thing that was keeping me up, keeping me standing. As we go through a weird time. And it's usually music or art or nature. Like we all have our own little things, but it's like for me, it's music, power. So, anyways, let me get on into this. Where's my pen? Because I wrote 1707 down, and now that was a lie. So 1820. We're gonna get into these readings. We're gonna get look at it. He's got mugs for days. You get a golden god. You got that golden god going. All right. Let's do this. Ooh. Coffee, you're done. You had a nice run, coffee, but you're done. We schwab the deck. We move along. Apparently. Okay, Aries, June 1st, quantum reading. A nice little reading for everybody born under the sign of Aries. You might want to check out your... Well, there goes the Emperor. You might want to check out your rising sign, your moon, and your Mars to get more information. But yeah, I would start with your sun. Every day. Yes, Veronique. Yes, I am. Somehow, some way, even though I'm 99.8 degrees Leo, I'm somehow more Scorpio than Leo. Ooh, Aries. Aries. Oh, we got to make room, boys. These are the big readings. We got to make room. Okay. I got a boom in the shot. Alrighty. Good stuff. Good stuff. Buddha, we're gonna go right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the moon card. Here we go. 3 cups. 3 cups with the 9 of pentacles over it. Finer things in life is down on its side. Celebrating. Okay. So during the month of June, it looks like there's a little bit of disappointment, thinking things are not where you expected them to be at this point in the ascension process. Things are not where you thought they'd be financially. Things are not where you thought they'd be in your job. Something along the lines of there was a celebration that we should still be having because we are in a better place. I promise you. I don't watch the news, but the news comes on at the gym, and I'm just paying attention to what's going on, and I'm seeing what's happening with the naughty people, the powers that were, and just how exposed they are right now, and how much they can't hide any longer. And it's life is getting very, very interesting for the people that came here to win a war, which is very easy to win as long as we stay in the boat. Stay in the boat, my family. So things aren't where we thought they were, but maybe they are. But what if they are? Like, what did Spirit have me do and say the other day to manifest the right outcome? Was like, all right, well, the signs and the writing on the wall says X, but what if it's Y? So we see this completion in the energetic. We see this spiritual completion by the physical full moon. So Aries, this is going to be a very epic full moon, maybe for everybody. So thank you for this message to come through, Spirit. But definitely for y'all, for the sign of Aries, because we see the high priestess in the past. We see the angelic in the future. So very, very powerful. This is Connie's favorite card, and this is my favorite card in the tarot. So there they are side by side at number 5 and number 6. So to go from number 6 to number 7, because these two are connected, the Temperance card and the Death card, we're now basically seeing the angelic. And so an angelic death, what does this mean? It's like it brings me back to this whole same, like, every new beginning comes with some other beginning's end. If we in the physical have gone through a spiritual death, then that means that the spiritual death is multidimensional. If we're living in a multidimensional reality, what this is saying is there's a multidimensional shift coming, a rebirth. This is the card to represent rebirth. You got to keep in mind, we're using cards that are hundreds of years old and art that is hundreds of years old. And there's a reason for that I'll explain on another day, or the people that signed up for the tarot course know why I use this deck and how powerful this deck is. But when we get to this shift, this means there's a new angel. This means that the angel's more powerful. This means that the angel doesn't exist there anymore because you're the angel and you're right here in the physical. So once again, I don't often read this line, but it's like I read it like maybe 2 or 3 times when we do these readings. We see a huge release, an emotional release, an energetic release. We got the Ace of Cups with the Temperance card. The cup shall spilleth over. Like, this is the cup that cannot be emptied out. Like, you empty it out and it just keeps somehow refilling itself. That's what the Ace of Cups is. So to get from there, how are others viewing you? What an epic card to have here. Like, already so far, Aries is definitely, and I know obviously you're winning and losing. It's like when only one person's gone. It's like when a parent has like 2 daughters and 1 son, and then they're like, "You're my favorite son." So it's you're winning, Aries. You're the only reading that's up so far, but you're winning. But who knows? This is very, very positive, very good. This could be the overall reading. People are viewing you as a guide. People are viewing you as the star. So this is epic. So when I see this, not that I want to warn, but it's like if people are looking at you as their spirit guide in the physical, just make sure you're not giving the same message more than once. I'm just telling you from my own experience. Make sure if you give a message, the person receives the message. And then if they're asking you the same question, you almost like don't want to answer it, or maybe create space between you and this person, because this is like a whole, the healer needs to heal themselves before they heal others. So I know we want to help people. We want to, like, maybe some of us others want to receive illumination. They want to help people. They want to light these people up. I'm not saying not to help others. I'm saying to help the people that you can see that they actually take your advice. You ask them what to do and then they do it. These are the people that you get stronger together. All right, Aries? So hopes and fears. Obviously, this is a hope. This seems like abundance, just straight up abundance, because nobody would fear. I guess some could fear. This card can be inheritance. So somebody could be fearing the crossing over of a rich person in their family, but I doubt this is this. And I don't feel this is this. This is hoping for true abundance. This is hoping for true spirituality, because we have the entire tree of the Sephiroth right here, okay, in the hopes and fears. And then when we get to this top line right here, it's like standing still with the energy, standing still with the abundance, wondering what to do as it's pouring up and out and over. So what Spirit's letting you know and wants you to figure out, Aries, during the month of June is, what is it that you want to learn? What is it that you want to do next? It's almost like, and I was telling you guys this about a month or so ago, we need to be preparing for having abundance. We need to be preparing for, well, what would you do if you didn't have to work? What would your work be if I came to you and handed you an amount of money that you definitely have no work to do ever again? Like, here's $1 billion, not $1 million. Here's $1 billion with a B. Okay, there you go. What do you do after you go celebrate and go out and buy a house and a boat and you get bored again, right? What do you do then? That's what Spirit's asking you. What do you learn? Because if we're not prepared to do what we're going to do when we are abundant, how do we call in true abundance if there's no plan of action of what to do next? And now also, if we're already prepared and we know what we're going to do, all right, I'm going to create music and comedy and this and that and jewels and crystals and travel and help people. And if you have that plan of action already, now Spirit almost can send you infinite abundance. So this is like a double-edged sword, and it's a very, very pleasant sword. It's like a sword made of honey, rainbows, and dolphins and unicorns. So to look forward into the future. So let's look towards the end of June. We look towards the end of June. There's a little bit of stuff here, because when I look at these together, it's almost like to tune in back on this. When you start to sit with this, and I still notice this stuff every day. And I know, I mention this stuff and people go, no, I've done that. Yeah. It's like, there's always more self-worth work to do. So don't even write it in the comments. I don't want to read it. You haven't finished. Nobody's finished. There's always more self-worth work to do. And every time you feel like you finished it, you think you finished it, you find something else. So to have the self-worth, that's what this is speaking of. This is talking about having the self-worth of the divine masculine fire and having the self-worth of the inner child. Now, mind you, there are distortions of the inner child that I've been finding within myself over the course of the past few months. I always thought the distortions were in the feminine and the masculine, and that was it. And the inner child just was just perfection, and there was nothing to do there. But as I kept, traversing these dimensions and realities and timelines, I found out that there was work to do there. So what Spirit wants you to work on, Aries, and maybe the entire collective, because you have all the elements on the table, as above, so below, as below, so is above. Who knows how much of all of humanity you're helping by sitting with this and doing this work, okay? Because this together, these cards don't make sense about heartbreak. They don't make sense about love. So what I'm perceiving and what Spirit's telling me as I look at these three cards together is this is all connected. For you to step into this level of abundance, for you to have the job, for you to feel there's a feeling of worth, that it doesn't matter how much self-worth work you've done, there's more to do. More to do. There's more to do. I just want to be done, Alexander. I just want to celebrate. I see that. But we have more work to do. Alrighty. Hold up. Taurus. 3007. What is this weird screen we're on? Ooh, sorry about that. Ooh. Taurus. 3020. 3020 tonight with Bob Wah Wah Wah. Okay. Wah Wah Wah. All right. All right, Aries. That was good. Now get out of here. You had a nice run, but now you're done, son. Get out of here. Get out of my deck. Russ wants to know what my favorite color is. Right now, gold with rainbow over it. So, all of them? All of them, brother. All of them. All the colors. Yeah. If you may really, really want me to pick one, I gotta go with that Mary Fire, bro. That like cobalt baby blue. But yeah. Moving on. All right. Taurus. Let's do this. Brother Rion goes, everybody likes golden rainbows. I'll never forget that. It's so funny. I told you guys that story when he was on my computer and he was asking me what my password was, and I was like, golden rain. I'm giving you guys my password. I could give 2 craps. There's like hackers out there, like, it's golden rainbows, sir. Get in there, find it. He's like, what's your password? I'm like, golden rainbows, and he's like making these faces, like he's like laughing at it. And I was like, what? I like golden rainbows. And then he gets all like, he like whips his head over. He's like, everybody loves golden rainbows. It's so great. I was like, dude, I wish I had that recorded. I would have just like screenshot it. Come on, Taurus. Taurus, June, quantum reading for all people born under the sign of Taurus. There's that 44 again. I see 144 about 8 times a day right now. Like it's beyond mathematical synchronicity. So yeah, I think we made it. Angela, how many likes do we have? I got 47 people here on the screen. I will put these cards away and hit the end broadcast button. I won't, but come on, Jay, help the channel out, people. Gently caress the like button. Netflix and chill with the like button. Massage the like button. Oh, you little like button, you're naughty. And then I take my like button, I feel like that one was for like specifically just Catherine and maybe Ginger. Oh, I killed my sale. Taurus. Okay, here we go. Oh, one more. Ooh. Okay. Again and again. I feel like Omar Gooding. Oh, there goes Alexander again, dropping the 9 of Pentacles on the first second card. Ooh. Oh my God, Taurus. I see you. You're naughty. You're naughty. No, you're not naughty. It's beautiful. Oh, wait. No, one of the cards is not in the shot. There we go. Let me show you how naughty you are. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. Love, compassionate love, the finer things in life. Okay. The finer things in life not happening. So it's something about the house on the hill, how we earn the house on the hill, how we find the house on the hill. Once again, we're thinking, like, we're seeing that this is connected to 2 months once again, 2 birth signs. You can't make up that out of all these cards we're having the same card in the same positioning. It's the mathematical odds are pretty high in a 78 card deck for this to happen. So mastery, okay? Whatever's going on with your mastery, Taurus, is about love. This is the masculine head honcho. This is grandpa. This isn't dad. This is the CEO. This isn't your boss. This isn't the district manager. This isn't the regional manager. This is the head honcho. This is the owner of the company right here, okay? So looking from there, we get into the physical, and once again, crying over spilled milk, not being able to see what's really going on here. So I'm once again getting the same message that came up in Aries, which is we're not expecting our lives or our spiritual lives, our abundant lives, our love lives to be where we expected them to be as we've ascended, pretty much. And I mean, I believe we've ascended. I believe that we're there and just some people aren't noticing it. But if you do pay attention, you can see how things have gotten much, much better. And we can see how this is continuing. My phone looks like it's fallen out of the thing. Let me just tighten it up. There we go. Oh, there we go. And there's the cards. All right. So that's what was happening. Don't be lazy, you little tripod, you. So anyways, moving on from there. Now there's that card again. All right. The infinite abundance, the spiritual abundance, the tree of the cabal, the all the potential and everything that's possible is here. And all the potential and everything that's possible is here. This means the best, and the worst, and everything in between. If I had to give this card a name, I would call it Quicksilver. Okay, so to go from Quicksilver to here, the tree of the Sephiroth, we then get to boom. Can't decide whether to go left or go right. This hasn't happened yet. And this is what's going on in the month of June. This is why I love these readings, because when we can see what's going on in the future, because it's June 1st, and we're finding out what's happening with this zodiac sign for the course of the entire month, now we can do something about it. Now we can create something about it. Now we can make it so whatever the heck is going on mentally, we can realize that it's not real, okay? And it's something collective going on that all of humanity can gain from. So how are others seeing you? Others are seeing you as balanced. Others are seeing you as the masculine and the feminine working together, or they're coming to your wedding, but I don't think that's it. I think that this is, people are seeing you, just like in the Aries reading, they're seeing them as a guide. In this reading, they're seeing you as balanced. So once again, same message that came up in Aries. Make sure the people that you're helping, the people that are coming to you, you don't feel drained afterwards. They're not doing one more thing. Sometimes we got to put our foot down, fam. And by sometimes, I mean all the time. Like, that's another thing I've really, really been coming up with me is boundaries and accountability. And it's like I said that the other day at the store, and I told you guys this on Monday or Sunday, whenever the heck it was. If I'm expecting the reality and my family and my loved ones to hold me accountable, then I need to hold my reality accountable. So put that in your pipe tonight. Anyways, moving forward while looking backwards. So we see moving forward while looking backwards at the timeline, at the manifestation. So these are going in order. The worst of the journey is over is what it says in the cosmic card. So for the 3 cosmic positions, it says moving forward while looking backwards. And it's almost like Taurus and Aries, or like maybe a lot of us are sitting here looking at what is taking place, and almost like we're asking, like, did I mess up somewhere? Am I in the right dimension? Am I in the right time and place? We can't have those thoughts. Like, I even had to tell somebody yesterday, not all the time I have to say this, but you want to take everything with a grain of salt. You want to take what I say with a grain of salt. You want to take what Rion says with a grain of salt. Whoever the heck you're watching, you want to take it with a grain of salt. If it doesn't feel true to your gut, to your cell structure, to your body, to your guides, you don't want to just believe something. Because it's like what I saw yesterday was somebody was told something. It's like somebody's told, like, oh, you have this on this dimension, and they didn't. But then they did. Because now they're like, oh, I have this because this person that I looked up to says I have it. Now they call in the address and they allow that to integrate in their stream or in their field. So make sure whatever it is or whatever the person's saying, it rings true. Okay. So once again, the worst is over. You're across the river. We made the right choice. We're in the right place. Yellow skies, yellow skies. But moving forward and looking backwards means we're not in the present moment. So Taurus, we need to be in the present moment. So focus on your thoughts. You know, I've also been telling a lot of people, like, look at the end of the day and do a recap. Could I have been more loving? What could I have done? You know, hold yourself accountable. You need to hold yourself accountable. And I was saying this the other day, and people definitely got triggered. You know, it's not often that I finish a video and it's like Alexander's like, but I finished that video on Sunday or whenever we have Sunday. And it was literally like so many people were angry. And what I was telling everybody was how powerful you are and what you can do. And just letting you guys know what has been helping me become more powerful and what's been helping me control my reality, what's been helping me see more miracles than anything I've ever seen at any point in my ascension process. Okay, so we get over here. Good news. It's not a love reading day, but this looks like a love reading. Okay, the Lovers, the Fool, the Ace of Wands. Now, the only thing I see here is not looking where we're going. Not looking where we're going. So these are the only two cards out of the 78 that represent not watching where we're going. But this shows, this looks like a new love relationship that might start on the computer, or it might get physical a little sooner than maybe it should. Okay. And I just say this as, like, you know, my own food for thought for you to either ingest or put in the freezer or throw in the garbage. We can always get physical with somebody, but we can't unconnect our temples. So I would just like to say, like, become friends with this person, get to know this person, whatever this is definitely somebody from a past lifetime. Your intuition's right. Like, if this is that for you, and it could be a friend, this doesn't have to be a lover, but it looks like somebody powerful is returning, somebody you haven't seen in years, or somebody new is showing up that you either meet on the computer or you meet somewhere. It does seem more like a love relationship than a friendship, but be prepared by the end of the month, to be working with some soul family. Alexander said my twin flame's coming. No, he didn't. You're not allowed to say that. Put it in the freezer, Veronique. Ooh, and look at that. It's a good one. Another good one. Good job, Taurus. Ooh, the Paladin. All right. Who's next? Is this Gemini? Gem. You'll always be a gem to me, kiddo. 43 minutes. He's talking too much today. 43:07. I hope you guys brought a cookie or a snack or a shake. Russ. Get him. You heard it. Russ is my twin flame. Get him. Get him, ladies. Sorry, don't get him. I love him. Please don't get him. He's getting away. I'll be there for you. Memory don't live like people do. They'll always remember you. He goes, bruh. He's like, bruh. Gemini, June 1st, country. Oh! The gems! There is a gem in I. Woo! Gemini! Did I cut it again? Did I do 1, 2, 3 and then 1, 2? Or did I just do 1, 2, 3? Somebody in the chat, please. Did I do 1, 2, 3 and then 1, 2? Or did I just do 1, 2, 3? Hello? Hello, please. No what? No answers both. I didn't do the last one? I'm going to have to shuffle all over again, aren't I? Did anybody see? Just 1, 2, 3. I thought so, Nikki. Nikki gets a gold star for paying attention. Big shout out to New Zealand for paying attention. Okay. All right, Gemini. What do we have? Oh, God bless. Ooh. Okay. Good. Okay. Returning, some sort of magic returning that we thought was gone. I don't know if this is you haven't been remembering your dreams, you haven't been getting the best meditations, what's been going on, but with multidimensionality and then Merlin up in here, something powerful that was happening in the past is beginning to happen again during June. So get excited, Gemini. All right. You're once again being reminded, though, from the past, tests are coming up in the form of do unto others as you want done unto yourself. So Spirit is reminding you that what's going to be manifesting is you're being tested on your balance as you move forward. All the elements are on the table. You have the high ground. You're moving forward in balance. This is epic. But when the tests come up again, as we keep going through these realities and going through these dimensions and existing where we're existing now, things get a little bit better. And sometimes when they get better, it's a little more sparkly. It's a little more glistening. There's more money involved, whatever it is. So really pay attention this month, Gemini, because it really looks like you're being tested. And this is the best time for what I was just saying, to sit at the end of the day and tune in. Could I have done this any better? Like, look at the end of the day and relive your day and just say, wait, where could I have been more loving? Where could I have done this a little better or that? Because that is such a huge place for us to be in. When our team and our soul and the original creator of your soul sees that you're doing that, things get even more powerful and more better. It's almost like you're already like getting this license for this other vehicle, but you're going to get a license for the bigger, more powerful, faster vehicle by doing this, because this is how we find our own distortions in the field. So once again, people are look, God, all of humanity is looking really great right now in these readings. Others are viewing you as masculine and feminine strength blended together, integration. I love this card positioning here, Gemini. So others are seeing you as balanced. So when they come to you and they think like, this person's got it, this person's got the answers, this person has it figured out, Spirit wants to make sure that you stay loving, stay out of the ego, stay whatever this is. I can't tell you exactly what this is. It's your test. I can let you know that there's a pop quiz coming. So that's where we are. Hopes and fears. Hoping for true physical mastery. I know we're looking at the Emperor, and this isn't masculine integration. It can be for some. But for me, what this is representing for Gemini is you're looking for true mastery. You're looking to really know that the next step or the step that you're on is the right place that you want to be, and that what you're doing, it is possible to get to this next stage. And the next stage is, kind of like what we saw in the other readings, having the finer things in life, being abundant. Okay, so let's move on past there. There's balance again, masculine and feminine balance, having the high ground, but then still crying over spilled milk in the cosmic position. Not being able to see that things are as good as they are. Now we're coming back here, okay? We have to stay positive. And this is what I was telling everybody. Everybody got so triggered. Oh, not everybody, but a lot of people got triggered on Sunday as I said this. And it's like, we have to take ownership. You have to take ownership, Gemini. Like, you have to take accountability that whatever's happening in your reality, you manifested it, even if it seems terrible. And this is why people get triggered. Because they were like, well, I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound fun. It's not fun. But when we do this, it gives us more power, because then when we say, I'm the one manifesting my reality, I'm the one who created this, I'm the one who's making this happen, whether or not that's true, now we've been empowered to say, okay, this is happening. It doesn't seem good, but something good must be coming from it, because why else would I have manifested it? Unless if there's some sort of learning to come and get from this, something that I need to find, something psychological or subconscious that I need to find within myself, because you are the judge, jury, and execution of your mind, and nobody can do that for you. So moving on from there, Gemini, we see the rainbow bridge, we see choices, and we see physical, mental, and spiritual working together. I love this. Very positive readings. It's going to happen fast. There is a little bit of stay out of the mind, though. Like, be in the mind, come back to the mind, and pause. But like, don't get stuck in your own anxieties. And this is another thing I was saying on Sunday that I have to say again, is like, don't. And I get it. There are some people that they're in a special situation where this is more difficult. But there are a lot of people that I talk to on the phone, and I can see they're experiencing anxiety. And I'm noticing that I was processing anxiety with this whole illumination thing. I went home, like the illumination thing from the beginning. So if you're fast forwarding, you might be missing part of the video here. But this whole like illumination thing, and wasn't intense anxiety, but it was like, what's going on here? And this is what I keep telling myself, and what I keep telling others and hoping that they'll receive it is, what if when you have anxiety, like, let me pick up these cards, and we're going to do another thing here. What time is it? Because this is an important message I might need to refer back to. 5203. Anxiety with a question mark. I'll give it a question mark. Anxiety with a question mark. 5203. All right. Last time you forgot something, okay? You're in the kitchen, you wash the dishes, whatever it is. And you have this idea. You're like, oh my God, it's an invention, it's this, it's an idea, it's funny, it's a song, it's lyrics, whatever it is. And then you go and you're like, you go in another room or whatever it is, and you're like, oh God, what is it? I can't remember. Tune back in this present moment, on that present moment, and tune in on the thought process of forgetting something. Because to me, when I sit with when I'm forgetting something, it feels almost identical to anxiety, the feeling of forgetting something. So what this leads me to conclude, at least in my own reality, so like I said, take it with, if you will, what this leads me to conclude is our soul, original creator of our soul, our guides, whoever it is, our other dimensional versions. What if there's a star alignment, or the Gaia's in a similar place to where she was before, or we're in a certain place where we have the ability to perceive something and learn something about ourselves, learn something about the collective, learn something about our souls, our archetypes, whatever it is. And that's being perceived in the present moment as anxiety. But once again, when that address comes in, like, I won't even say it to you. You have the opportunity to remember something. Remember, think, receive. The person then goes, oh, I feel anxiety. And then when they say they feel anxiety, they feel more anxiety, and they block off the download, the upload. They block off the information. Because I was telling everybody this in the Patreon, like about, I would say like maybe 6 weeks ago or 2 months ago, because that's what I noticed was I had a day where I was like, oh my God, my heart's racing. And I'm lucky enough to, this is new for me. Okay. So others, like, they might not be able to tell the difference between what is this anxiety, but I can tell you that for a lot of you, the anxiety isn't real, and the anxiety might be something really, 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 really good and really, 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 really powerful. So to just observe it, go outside, clear, ground your feet, send roots out of your feet, and just keep sending those roots. Fill the planet with the roots, and then come revisit your body. There are things we can do about anxiety. And, you know, we've been saying for years, mind, body, spirit. We just saw it in the reading again. I have to be working out. I will have, on average, more anxiety and more weird feelings if I'm not clearing the energy. You need to be strong enough to slay your own demons or to cross over your own demons or to integrate your own demons. You need to be stronger to do that. Okay? So we need physical strength. This is a multi-dimensional reality. So if we're not strong enough in the physical to deal with our own stuff, how the heck are you going to deal with other people's stuff? How are you going to go clear a graveyard or whatever it is that you get excited about? Oh, they're doing this. I want to do that. We have to be doing this stuff. And I've been saying it for years, and people get annoyed, and people go, I'm doing yoga, Alexander. I'm doing it. It's more important now than it ever was before for me. So then, therefore, that might be the same case for you. So I hope that helps. Who's after Gemini? We're on Cancer? Oh, boy. We're only on Cancer. This is a long one. 56:15. No more stories, Alexander. Now you're going to get the quick version for the rest of the signs. Oh, clear it. Cancer, June, quantum. Came home different. 2, a 3. Alexander, how many shuffles does it take to get an accurate reading? 1, a 2, a 3. A 3. Did I do a Spaceballs line? How many a-holes do we have on this ship? I knew it. I'm surrounded by a-holes. I don't know. I don't really end a reading on a swad. There we go. Oh my God, Cancer. What am I looking at? Cancer. Maybe when I come back, the cards will be better. Same reading. Damn, third time. I hate being asked the same question 3 times. Oh, God, all right. Where is Dr. Evil's secret volcano Leia? Okay, here we go. Hard work. It's hard work to be the Emperor, Alexander. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But maybe it's not. If we think it's difficult, then it will be difficult. Okay, so here's the warrior in the paladin, the light warrior, the spiritual light warrior in the spiritual position. Okay, and then in the physical, we have a friend. So Cancer, this definitely looks like in this present juncture of June, there's a friend that you want to be working with. And there's also a little bit of healing that you could go through, that you could perceive. This definitely seems 10. This overlay over this card, oh, it's making me burp. It feels weird. There's definitely some mental work that you need to do. It's like the healer needs to heal himself before he can heal others. But if you have a friend that you see is going through the same similar stuff as you, you could have somebody to bounce ideas off of. But this says that you've had the truth for a while. You know the truth, so you need to be moving forward during the month of June with love. So to do that, you need to meditate. You need to sit with it. This brings me back to that same deep concept that I was telling you guys about earlier. It takes time to turn the feeling to thoughts and the thoughts into words. Okay, so if you're having an argument or something's going on, pause. If somebody says something to you, instead of going, nah, it's not true, or whatever, and like this like long drawn out argument or whatever the heck has been going on goes on, no, evolve, my family. Okay, like it's up to us to evolve. All right. So how has Alexander been evolving? By pausing, by realizing and internalizing. That's why I'm saying this is so deep and so heavy. By realizing that for me, in the past, I was just like, and that wasn't true. And I would go and I'd be like, oh, damn, once I cooled down. So instead of getting hot and heavy and annoyed and whatever it is, sit with the fact that I need some time. Because sometimes we might need a minute. Sometimes we might need 5, 10. Sometimes we might need a day. Like to actually turn the feelings to words. So if somebody says something to you and it's triggering, sit with it. And I'm just giving that as an example. But there's definitely some meditation. There's something that you know to be truth that you need to figure out for yourself, Cancer. Okay? So we see over here, how are others seeing you? Others are seeing you as doing soul retrieval on yourself. Others are seeing you as having the potential to get to a new place, a better place than you've ever been at before. Okay? So we see this card, kind of standing still, having all this power, having all this spiritual fire, and wondering what to do with it. Like hoping for more. You keep seeing the hoping for more when it's already here. It's coming up in all the readings. There's my lady. We love her. So there's the High Priestess. Excellent. This is where it gets really good. Okay, and then look at this wombo combo again, the Death card with the angel. Loving it. Okay, so anyways, High Priestess. So being able to see beyond the veil. Our magical evolution. And then this card was in the same position, I believe, in Aries. And it's like, once again, if what you're doing, maybe you're doing Reiki, maybe you're doing massage, maybe you're making jewelry, but maybe also the spiritual thing that you're doing, that you're like, I chose this. This is what I'm doing right now. Sometimes we feel like stuck, like we're doing something. And like, we're like, well, this is it. I built it up. The inner child excitement needs to be there. And once again, if I handed you $1 billion, if this thing that you're doing, massage or this thing or that thing, whatever it is, you don't enjoy, truly, you're not going to continue to do that for free. So you need to ask yourself, what is it that I would do for free when I have the time, the abundance? It's like, once again, we're getting this message that Spirit's saying, what would you do later? So there's mental and spiritual work to do to get there. But no, there we go. Another Wands card. Wands. You guys got the entire court. Okay? There's the Queen now. The Queen. So this has ended. The dark magic. What dark magic was capable of doing has ended. Because we see the death. We see this rebirth. Now we get to the Tower with the angelic. Ooh, they're so freaking good. I love it. This is good, Cancer. The Phoenix rises from the ashes. How about the Seraphim rises from the ashes? Because what is a seraph? Seraph means serpent. Pheme means fire. We see an angelic phoenix. Oh. Did it just get hot in here? Oh, thank you. So this makes more sense out of the previous reading, where we saw the Death card with the Temperance card. What this is saying is, people are like, oh, I'm going to be an angel. I'm going to have these 2 wings and yada, yada, yada. You've surpassed that. You've surpassed angelhood. You've surpassed being a seraphim, being an archangel, and now you're a seraphim. Okay, so moving forward and looking backwards. So moving forward and looking backwards on the abundance. Okay, so it's like, once again, this card shows the person like having their money in the bank account, and like they're like, well, what do I do with this? What do I do with this? School, learn, start making the necessary changes and learnings and requirements that Spirit wants you to do, Cancer. Start doing the things you would do if you were handed $1 billion. That's what you do. Okay? That's what's necessary for the funds to come in, for the true abundance, for the true freedom, for the true self-worth to come in. We need to reach enlightenment in some regard. And whatever it is, you already know this from the past. So be honest with yourself. And the healer heals themselves before they can heal others, truly. No big deal. No big deal. There you go. Good stuff. What time is it? 2:16. Good God. I'm going to have my shake soon. I'm going to break this fast. I'm a little hungry. I'm not going to lie. Okay. Is that 19 hours without food? 17. Okay. It's very lit. It's very lit. Angela, it's lit. Alexa, resume Spotify. Boom, 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 boom. Alrighty then. Oh my God. Oh, some more work to do for Leo too. Okay. Gotta go, guys. It's the end broadcast button. Anywho, skis. All right. The worst of the journey is over. Okay. So we're waiting to receive some sort of offering. We're waiting to receive something once again. So well, I'm seeing this as the Leo and Cancer are very much so connected, which we do see happen within the 2-card reading. So I'm just going to put this at about, I'll put it at 105.30. I forgot to write the time down. All right, there we go, Leo. There we go. Okay. All righty, let's look at this. So it definitely has to do with abundance. It has to do with self-worth. It has to do with this point of the awakening. Like I've been telling everybody, we are in a new place. So from this new place, Corey, from this new place, I'm just like spilling my shade. Corey! People are like, who's Corey? Corey! I might need to go get a nappy. I might need to go get a napkin. What do I do here? Oh, I know. Be a child and use your leg hair as a napkin. That's what I do. I would lick the side of my cup, but then there'll be some people out there just rewinding that over and over again. Got him. Anyways, moving on. All right. Anyways, the worst of it's over, but what we have to do a lot, guys. Whether or not we're capable of doing the things that we foresaw us doing, we need to make sure that the kids do what we know is possible. Okay. We need to make sure before we leave this dimension or this planet or whatever it is, that the job that we came here to see to fruition gets done. And I see that. I see the Emperor. I see the Tower coming down. I see the arguing or like something going on with the news. So like a lot of this is like what Leo's been preparing for and what our job was in this place. So like this looks like a really weird reading, but it's actually about a lot of shifts that are going to be going on the planet. We see the moon and we see a choice. We see the full moon. We see the choice. We see that we're taken care of. But we also see like that the mind can cause issues on the body. Okay. So seeing this and seeing this card that says the worst of the journey is over. Okay. And then like this card that can represent dark magic or witchcraft and hard work to do. We need to just trust that the naughty people are going to create their own karma. Remember, it's our dimension and it's our reality and it's our Gaia that they're existing on now. The way things worked before is not how they work now. And that's why I keep telling people we need to learn how to walk, crawl, run, jump, cartwheel, all of it again. And using this frame of reference point where it's like we used to like scratch the skin and the dead flakes would go away and there'd be a new layer of skin. It's like all at once we got all the new layers of skin, a new new lungs, a new heart, a new brain. And we didn't, like some of us didn't realize it, because it's almost just like you woke up in another body, or you woke up in another timeline, or you woke up in another dimensional place. Okay. So there's a lot to do with learning, and there's a lot of choices to make still. Others are seeing us, epic card once again. We're obviously like crushing as a collective, because look at, others are seeing us as the rainbow bridge, as being in contact with all this information. And then getting here to the hopes or fears. Once again, this card usually represents cheating. I don't think that this is this, because just speaking from my own experience, because this isn't something that I'm necessarily worried about right now, but I do know that I'm doing self-worth work. I do know, and I know I say this stuff like it's so easy to do. Showing y'all vulnerability and saying things that I never could have said before, even just a year ago. I not only do this for everybody, to give you guys little trails of breadcrumbs if you choose to follow them, but it's also very necessary for the divine masculine to show the dudes out there that this is possible, that we can show vulnerability and still be masculine. So this whole self-worth thing, how much money you're charging, what's this or that, how you're really thinking about it, how you're letting other people's belief structures affect you. Exactly. Veronique says shadow work. So to get here, people kind of quarreling with the Emperor, and then the Tower comes down. Oof, oof. I like I said, I've been watching the news without watching the news. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see what naughty people get in trouble for doing what they've been doing. And we've been asking these questions of like, well, when do they get caught, or when does this stop? Or it looks like it might be this month that that ball, that little snowball, starts to roll down the hill and creates an avalanche. Because I look down here and I see the abundance. I see being able to see beyond the veil, getting what we deserve, abundance, the justice card. But then there's also this like this double-edged sword of, are the funds there or are they not? So this is our own manifestation of what is it that we're thinking about. It's almost like some energy, whether it's our own or our own lack of self-worth. So the self-worth work is very, very necessary. And this is interesting because I've been doing this, but now I'm seeing that it's collective, and I'm seeing that it's definitely connected to Leo. So very, very important, because it's like and I don't see a timeline card. And this is what's been coming up, is like, it's not this, like we're now in a different dimension where we don't have to even think about and worry about time. Instant manifestation is happening. And it's almost like timelines are kind of done. It's more like just dimensional fluctuations, if you will. I hope that makes sense. So to make sure we fluctuate to the best possible abundant timeline, abundant zone, work on the self-worth, pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to your feelings, and turn those feelings once again into the appropriate words. So take your time. Do not blurt things out. Let's not get in arguments. Okay. Let's pay attention, because this is like a double-edged, like what's happening in the world, but what's happening in our world, because the inside is a reflection of the outside, and what's happening mentally is going to be a reflection of what we see going on in life. Leo, good stuff. Slightly weird reading, but not bad. There's definitely a positive message here and positive possibility. And it's like, we really just have to make the choice. So we see this making the choice, but this next full moon must be gnarly. I don't know. Does anybody know where the full moon is in? Any little, not little, but full-size astrologers out there? Somebody know what the next full moon, what the sign's going to be? Google it. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to yell. Google it. There's a star on the right. 11422. Ooh, those are my numbers, Virgo. Anybody know what the next full moon's in? Bueller. Corey, this is your first verbal warning. The next one will be a written warning. Okay. Full moon in Sag, because I know you're not Sag. Okay, thank you, Catherine. Thank you. I can decipher with my decoder ring. I have an original gangster decoder ring, so I know what that says. Thank you, everybody. Sherry, you're here. Sister Soul, look at what family over there. Thank you for being here, everybody. Here we got 50 people. Do we have 50 likes? Angela, I'm going to put you to work. Check the likes. Check the likes. $69. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. Good job, everybody. Thank you. It's a supermoon. Ooh. You know me, I love some Sagittarius with their mystical asses. You know, like half horse, half man with a bow and arrow. Oh my God. Oh my God. What did you get? I got 2 fish. What did you get? I have some sort of centaur creature that comes with a weapon. You know, I mean, if the Zodiac wheel was Dungeons and Dragons, Sag is winning. I'm just saying, no offense to all of us. Okay. What do we got, Virgo? Virgo, June. One more. We're going to do one more. What did you get? I got some lady with a blindfold and she's holding scales. How can she even see if the scales are balanced? She can't see. Who would steal 30-bag lunches? Okay. All right. All righty then. Okay. Galactic Mama. It's nice to see you show up today. It's been a lot of Emperor cards. You know, we'd always, here at the channel, Empress card. Give me a minute. Here at the channel, we more prefer, that feminine flavor. Okay? That feminine flavor. All right, so on the journey. So she's on the journey. Okay, where's she going? Okay, she hasn't gotten there yet. So it's a very similar message again. Now we have the same card. So now I'm kind of seeing that Virgo is also connected to the Leo reading. Once again, that because we have this card here, all right? And then we have this card where meditation is necessary. Okay? You got a rock? Oh, you're doing Snoopy. You're doing Snoopy. Strong Christian overtones. I got a rock. Anyways, so stay focused for Cheryl. Not that Cheryl. You love that Cheryl. That other Cheryl that stays quiet now. But I know you're watching. I know you're watching, sister. How does he know? Anyways, all right. Moving forward while looking backwards. Moving forward and looking backwards on what? That there has been a shift. There's been a spiritual death. There's been a shift. There's been a rebirth. Okay? There's been a rebirth, and we have a decision to make still. So clearly, very much so connected to the Leo reading. So Leo and Virgo, we're working on this. We'll see who else is working on this. But I also saw some of the other people that were working on it. We have a strength card down here. Was that Cancer? No, it was a Taurus. We had a strength card down here, and that card does represent Leo and Virgo as well because you have the woman with the lion. So here we go. Making a decision. What are we going to do with this fire? Others are seeing Virgo as having this fire, but almost using it to forge something, using it to create something, but not yet, still sitting, okay? Here's this freaking card again. The worst of the journey is over. The worst of the journey is over. So what is there to know? Release. The cup has spilleth over. The cup cannot be emptied out and is spilling over. But we have this tough decision to make. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. We have this tough decision to make. What is the decision to make? It's about funds. Again, this is all leading me to believe that we all have to do this work. We all have to be in alignment to get to the best place, to get the most abundance. We need to know what we're going to be doing if we were handed $1 billion, okay? Or if money wasn't necessary anymore. Or if, whatever the heck this is, this message keeps coming up in different forms, and sometimes it comes up in the same form, okay? So we get the death card over here. Here's the angel again. We see this person up at night processing something. What are they processing? This angelic inner child, or this angelic baby, this newborn angel once again. So this is, like I said, this is like, people are like, we're going to be in an angelic reality. And it's like, we're in a seraphim reality where there's much, much more potential than we ever knew. Epic card about abundance and spiritual downloads at the bottom of the deck here, Virgo. So this is very, very good. But it's, once again, we're learning how to walk, crawl, jump. We're learning how to exist on multidimensionally all over again. So some of you might notice that things have shifted with certain other dimensional versions, certain guides, certain aspects of the self. Maybe we jumped above them. Maybe the floor that they were in, you could look up and see them, and now they're below you. So the multidimensionality has shifted. It's shifted for me. A lot of things have shifted for me. For me, it's been like a lot of like, whoop, whoop, boom, and actually being able to hold it and what that means to hold everything within, okay? Everything that is me, at least, or everything that I've learned from this present moment to know is me, and not shunning or pushing anything out. So Virgo, yeah, this is a month of looking inwards. This is a month of meditating. This is a month of making choices. But this is also a month of knowing you can't make choices from where you made them before. You manifested this. You manifest this. You want it. I want to send. I'm working on this. I'm meditating. I'm doing the work. I'm doing all this stuff. I'm praying to my angels, and whatever it is, the choice needs to be made. But for the choice to be made, we have to realize that, like I said, it's very different. It's very different. We need to learn what it is to be here, not use the information and how it worked there. Not say, well, every time I A, B happens, and then I C. It doesn't work that way anymore. It doesn't work that way anymore. So instead of finding that out the hard way, just be prepared to learn how your reality works and internalize. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. You don't have to do this, but internalize that maybe the way that it worked before is not how it works here. You liked that. Veronica liked that. Every time I A, they B, and then I can see. Oh my God. He was a poet and he did know it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ginger and Catherine know what I'm about to say. Libra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sounds like the combination an idiot would have on his matched luggage. One, two, three, four, 5. That's the combination of my matched luggage. Change the combination of the matched luggage. Why didn't anyone ever tell me my ass was this big? That happened. That actually happened. Like I looked up and it said 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and I saw it change 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's go. Come on, Leaves. We can do it, Leaves. It's probably going to be a really positive reading. It seems like whenever I get a weird Leo reading, Libra gets a really good one. Groody! Oh, you can't see Groot. Groot is in the bush, Dr. Jenna. There we go, leaves. Ooh, that was a sticky one. Spirits moving around the call. Like, it's the same message again already. We're not having done victory yet. Yes, we are. Oh. All right. Well, you know, seems like you can't be right every time. Sorry about that, Libra. You can come play in the We Have Work to Do pool with Leo and Virgo. And maybe Cancer. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Okay, that's good. That's good. Damn, same reading. Okay. All right. I didn't have 4 cups of coffee, Corey. I had 3. Okay. Anyways. Corey. All right. Anyways. There's that card where we're staring at the funds. We're staring about how much money there is or how much money we think there isn't. That's not how we head towards victory, Libra. That's what it says, okay? So whatever this is, whether this is in spiritual life, whether this is in love life, or whether this is in financial life, this needs to release. This needs to release because it's like I was telling you guys earlier where the person will be told something by somebody, and then when they agree that that's the reality, then this thing that didn't exist now is created by, it's almost like we set up a mailbox. It's like there isn't an address, there isn't a house, but somebody says there is this house. So then we build the house and then we put a mailbox out in front and start receiving mail there. Okay. This is what I'm seeing happen if we do not change this mental state. So it's like, once again, also Libra, welcome to the boat with, you know, the other last 4 signs that we just did. There's some meditation and some mental work to do. Okay. There's some paying attention, some self-worth stuff. There's definitely something going on here because this belief structure, we're not heading towards victory. We're not there yet or whatever it is, or we haven't realized we have. There's a potential. That's why I love doing these time readings. So as I say this, don't be like, Alexander gave us a bad reading. No, there is no bad readings because when we see what was going to happen, we now have the chance to navigate it and to normalize that when these thoughts come in, be like, what if this is that? And then it doesn't have the same effect over us. This is why I wanted to tell you guys about this whole illumination thing, because it's all like, it was like, you know, the downloads and the way the information was coming in my head. And I was seeing like, wow, this is why these things didn't go the way that I wanted them to. Okay. Same thing. When we realize what's going to happen, when we can see what's going to happen, then it doesn't happen. All right. Or we have the opportunity to not allow it to happen. So there's the inner child in the past, the spiritual, intuitive inner child. Here we go over here. Do unto others as we want done unto ourselves, and then the emperor. So this is like, once again, this is like almost like the whole Leo thing. This is saying we got to be loving, as hard as it is to do. We have to be loving to these naughty people, this 1% of 1%, these naughty people, the powers that were, if you will. If we keep looking at them from this regard of war, and we keep looking at them like we're almost like, I can't wait to see them fall or whatever it is, the one is in the all. Like, this is what I've been sitting with all this integration work, all this stuff with Zeus, Jove, whatever the heck you want to call his name, and like all of this stuff with these naughty people that in the past timelines, in the past reality,
we would say, how do these bad people do bad things and they don't receive karma? Their karma's here, baby. Okay? That is not the way it is now. We have to just allow this, though, in a loving manner and not wish it upon them and not say what we're going to do and what's going to happen. We were the ones that were here to uncover this and unbury it. But we're not the ones maybe that have to take it out of the ground, wash it off, and parade it around. How this was always shown to me with this awakening process is we all do it together. We all do it together. So it's like, it's kind of like the blue collar worker and the regular man or whatever you want to consider it. We need those people to wake up. And we have to have those people talk about it. And we need those people to get rallied. It's not, and I'm not saying we have to all go down to the state house with signs, but that's like more like something that the other people do when they realize how angry they are because they were lied to. It's not our job to do. Okay. And that doesn't mean that Alexander told you not to go. If you want to go to some rally or some peaceful protest or whatever it is, do your thing. But I'm just saying that it was our mission to get to this point. And now our mission may be shifting, Libra. That's at least what it seems like for you. Okay? So, how are others seeing you? Others are seeing you as the paladin. We're getting some epic cards on how our friends and family see us. I know that. Hopes and fears. Hope to be moving forward in balance. That's the choice. That's the choice that's here right now. We have the choice to move forward in balance. Okay? We have to take control about what's happening and realize that look at these cups coming out. Offering, offering, offering. Cup, 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 cup. Look at this triangle. Very, very epic. Very, very epic. And this is a golden triangle too. Yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So yeah, this is definitely something pretty epic going on right here with the offerings. So it's like what you put out, you're going to receive, Libra. So you need to be very, very vigilant about what you're thinking about, and there's work to get done to really step into this role as galactic grandma. Okay, the thoughts causing issues on the body, decisions being made, and then we see this like soul retrieval card or this like almost like galactic healing that needs to take place. So, what is he doing? A lot of the signs have got some work to do. That's clear. And this work that we're doing, it must be that we're doing this for the collective. And then we also saw a lot of connections where this was connected to the moon. So this month of June, okay, is very much so connected to a lot of work being done and a lot of what we're putting out for you, Libra. What you're putting out is what you're going to receive. So release whatever belief structures, whatever thoughts you have about what's evil, what's dark, or what's this or that, if you will. Because if we don't, and we keep thinking, oh, this is that and that, and they're in control, and blah, no. Because they're not. They're not. And if you pay attention and you go look, and I'm not telling you to watch the news, but if you were watching the news right now, you'd see that like the things that have been being predicted by the cards are happening. So we already are victorious, family. This is the message that keeps going. We already have ascended. People are like, well, when I get to 5D, you're in 9, family. If you want to be in 9, you're in 9. If you want to be higher than that, then we need to do the work to get there, is what Spirit's telling me. Spirit's telling me the only reason I'm in 9 is because I was still manifesting war, okay? I was still manifesting that there was a battle when there isn't. We've already won. We've already won. So, moving on. Okay, Libra, we got to Scorpio. Katie, you still here? Miss Rose, is Miss Rose in the building? We finally made it. 133.59. Katie, where are you at? All righty. Oh. All right. Still a good one. It was still a good one, Catherine. You're here. Katie's here. How cool am I? I have a celebrity watching my readings. Go check out Katie's song Good Feeling on Spotify. if you can circumnavigate all the weirdness when you type mom in. It's my jam, Katie. I listen to it sometimes, and I'm just like, wow, it's my friend. It's my friend, and her songs that I'm in my call. 40 people. This isn't positive enough for me today. I'm leaving. Scorpio. I gotta clear this deck with a hammer. My hand ain't getting it done, I guess, today. All right, good. It ends with the and the sun and the moon. Okay. Yeah, something's going on with the moon. Something's going on with this full moon, Sag, clearly. We either need to get ready for it or it's going to be a doozy and things are going to be coming up after it. Either way, it's exciting. More shifts, more trials that lead to more power. Okay, because we see the Queen of Wands right here. So we see kind of the old way, and then we see that the old way isn't working, and we're seeing that we're standing still. And so it's like, once again, this whole like same thing. It's the same message. It's like we need to learn how to walk, crawl, run, jump, fly here. Okay. Well, how it worked before is not necessarily how it's going to work here. Okay. So we see mind, body, spirit, and then we see that in the physical, maybe the abundance and the funds aren't there. But what the message is look through the spiritual window. This is what I'm getting. We're using the old way. There might be some manipulation. There might be something that's out of alignment in our soul, and our heart knows it. We have to move forward in balance. Okay. We need to move forward in balance. We see that the king is sitting still. We see that the knight is standing still. Once again, we're seeing this connection of the suits. So we're seeing standing still, crying over spilled milk when it's not as bad as it is. It's like we're just getting like one big reading that it seems like a lot of these are connected. How are others? This I like because everybody's been getting this up here. So this shows that like during June, you're either going to start learning something, like how I've been saying this. If I handed you $1 billion, what would you do? If you didn't have to work anymore, what would you do? Like what would be the new work or new job or fun thing to do? Asking that question. It looks like Scorpio is already doing it, or they're going to start manifesting this or start schooling or learning how to do the thing that they want to do, because others are viewing you as already doing it or you're starting to do it. So the cup, there's the big cup. There's that multidimensionality. You're hoping for multidimensionality. Congratulations, you've got it. Multidimensionality. Boom, 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 boom. Text, phone calls, emails, celebration. But then also like these cards don't go together. It's like we should be celebrating, but the mind is causing issues on the body. This anxiety work that I'm speaking about and this way that we're feeling and navigating it and knowing how to circumnavigate the way that we're feeling in the present moment is very, very important. My family, it's coming up. It came up in my own life. I brought it up to you how it was coming up, and now I'm seeing that's coming up in multiple signs. So there are things that we're doing by the full moon. There are things that we are doing in this present moment, whether it's about our self-worth, how we think this works, learning. We don't want to learn the more difficult, time-consuming route that things don't work how they did before. We need to just be ready for the shifts, and we need to just be doing the work, plain and simple. Because here it is. Here's the work. Here's the intuition. Here's the meditation. Here's the Page of Cups, the inner child, and then there's I love the ending. I love the conclusion for you, Scorpio. I love this. I just love what I'm seeing here, having the sun at the end, the moon underneath. There's going to be a lot of illumination. There's going to be a lot of light coming from this full moon, okay? So, yeah, Angela's saying boundaries for me. Yeah, it's meditate, guys. Get out in nature. Do whatever it is, because your meditation might be a more mobile thing. Some people have a belief structure. I can't meditate. Nothing happens when I meditate, blah, blah, blah. Mix it up, get out into nature, ride a bike, go walking, do something else, do art, put paint on a canvas. Whatever the heck the thing is, some things are meditations that are not considered to be meditations, and they should be. So get out there and meditate and allow spirit to give you the message instead of perceiving the message. Go back to number 7 on the timestamps where I talk about anxiety, Scorpio. If you've jumped to this point and you didn't hear that portion, go back and watch that. I'm not explaining that all again. We're already almost at 2 hours. And I've got more signs to do. So there we go. Let's swab that deck. Swab the deck. Don't schwab the deck. See, I just said not to do that, and then here he is laughing at him. Schwab the deck, me matey. Walk the plank, me matey. I'm sorry. No. Start over. Do over. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. What was that? Oh, it was a little tassel. I thought Spirit was tapping on me. All right, where are we at? Sagittarius. Sag. 14115. 14115. Hello, everybody. Andrew, welcome back. Sagittarius. Ooh, it's a lot of yellow and blue, sir. Gracious. Yay! We made it out of the weirdness. Sag. Oh my God, Aries. It lasted a while, but here comes Sag with their bag full of magic, and they swoop the potential star out from under you. Winning, okay? Blur, 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 yeller, 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 yeller. Temperance, good stuff. Sag, you know, the rest of us are doing work, so want to help us out here, okay? Want to help us out, Sag, okay? Anyways, let's see. Okay, no, let's really read this. We all win. We all win. I'm having fun here. All the elements are on the table, as above, so below. Sagittarius, King of Wands. King of Wands still down on his side. So there's still this. We're not perceiving that we're in a magical place. We're not perceiving that we're in the new dimension. We're not perceiving that this ascension has happened. But for you, it seems to not matter. It's almost like some sort of miracle is coming here that you cannot deny here, Sag. There we go. There's the Empress card. Oh, that's just too. I can't give that reading with that song on. What is happening? All right. Anyways, the Empress card. There she is, that galactic grandma and receiving balance. We've got both cards side by side. We've got the number 11 and we got the number 2. We got my favorite, the High Priestess, and here's the masculine version of it side by side. So I don't usually look at these two together, but I can't help it when they're sitting there together. So we see this new beginning that took place in the past. Watch where we're going. We see this light warrior. We see this paladin. Hey, what do you know? 9D, or at least one of the connections to 9D. And then we see the Lovers card. This is more the soul family. Could this be a love relationship coming in? Yeah, you know, if that's what you're looking for, Sag, I hope it is for you. But for me, the way I'm reading this and the way I'm seeing this is the rest of the soul family is looking for your help in some regard, or something that's going on, because you're being seen as a balancer. You're being seen as the wheel. This is the first time I got a card here today that almost doesn't make sense to be perceived in that manner. So you're being perceived as having the answers to stop the wheel or to prevent people from spinning the wheel and starting the wheel back up again if they've already acclimated to their karma and dharma, hoping for the house on the hill. So instead of like how this was like always here in the beginning readings of the wheel, we're now seeing that there it is here as a hope, the temperance card, the strength, the high priestess. That's when they took it. That was for me when Sag took the trophy here for the day. We'll see. We still got 3 more readings to do, but wow. Good stuff. Angelic strength, high priestess, being able to see beyond the veil. Okay, so if you're able to see beyond the veil, what is the tough decision here to get in touch with the abundance? It's the same thing, but it looks like you have the tools necessary to help all of humanity with making this choice. So, Sag, I don't. This to me looks like you got to start doing something you might not be comfortable doing. You got to start making that video or that blog or those phone calls or those sessions. Something's major's going on here, Sag, and they're letting you know. Spirit's letting you know that you have the elements on the table and you have the capability to help people. And this is, do unto others as we want done unto ourselves. Tough decision, infinite abundance. Do unto others as we want done unto ourselves. Tough decisions, infinite abundance. I'll say it twice, okay? Because it's that important. I've been going back to this every day. I probably said it to 2 people on the phone just yesterday in my sessions. I'm going to quote Spider-Man. I think it's from Civil War. When bad things happen and you have the ability to stop them or prevent them, they happen because of you. And it's something along the lines of that, Spider-Man says. And when he said it, I was like, ooh, like they got some one-liners in those movies. They got some bangers. But that's facts. If you could do something about it with all the power and all the energy that you have to your potential right now, and you don't, you're kind of responsible. So, yeah, very positive. But I hope you're doing that thing, Sag. That's all I'll say. When you're feeling inspired, just go and just do it. And change the rhetoric. It's the same thing again. It's like, well, I can't do that yet because I'm waiting for that. Oh, I don't want to do that because you're talking about the old reality. You're making decisions in this moment that we don't even know how this reality works that we shifted into, is what Spirit's telling Alexander. So how are you going to be like, well, last time I would A and then B would happen and then I could C? When you don't know if that's the case. And if you make those decisions and if you do those things, you're not going to be punished. I'm not saying there's anything wrong here. I'm just saying you had the wheel over here. Don't you want to stack a few more coins? Don't you want to create some dharma? Or do you just want to sit and wait? Still winning, by the way, Sag. Still winning. We'll see how much you're winning July 1st. What would you know about pressure? Capricorn. Teresa's like, I'll be back for Capricorn. She never left. It's your time, Teresa. Here we go. What time is it? 1:48:58. Alrighty then. Oh, look at that. More shake. More shake. What we need is more cowbell. Where are you at, Corey? Corey, where'd you go? Here we go, Cap. The sea goat. Do I have a stopwatch running? No. Corey's here. Just making sure, Corey. Just making sure. You know where Capricorn is in your chart.
Oh, boy, stuff. You're what the French would call a certain I don't know what. A timer? No, I don't have a timer going. What are you asking me? So cryptic, Veronique. Wait, do you hear a ticking sound? What are you on about? Is what he's asking as lovingly as possible. Oh, it's up on the screen. The time's up on the screen. Are you quoting Home Alone, Corey? Did you think you'd sneak one by me? You didn't. I wouldn't let you in my room, Corey, if you were growing. That's not true. That's not true. Oh, good. Again, what the heck? Capricorn. While you were hard at work, moths started flying towards the flame. Okay. Do I need to spin? I think I need to spin. Yeah, we're gonna spin. We're gonna spin for Gabby. No, we're not. We're not, because we're not even gonna deal with this. Capricorn, here's the deal. Normally, Alexander's like, do positive things and think about your thing and make your own decision. No, Capricorn. No. Okay? No. You tell them Alexander said no. And they'll be like, who's Alexander? Who's Alexander? This guy. Kind of crazy. I watch him on the internet. You can see him drinking out of the glove that controls the universe. Whoever this person is from the past, they might be telling you that they changed, but they haven't. Okay? I'm not even going to go through this card by card. Capricorn, I don't know if this is a friend. I don't know if this is an ex-lover. I'm not really sure what the heck's going on here, but we got soul retrieval potential. We've got being hurt potential. We've got very hard work. And then we got the devil card in the physical. Okay? Walk away. Before I'd be like, oh, you can't tell them this because then they'll make that decision and blah, blah, blah. And then what if they say, well, I only made that decision because Alexander told me to for karmic reasons. Forget all that. We don't have time for this shit. Okay? We don't have time for this. Capricorn, you wanted a better reading? That's your reading. We're going to get a do-over on the 15th. And if I see this person, you're in trouble. Okay? You're donezo. We're moving on. We're moving on to Aquarius. Teresa just waited all that time for that. So I apologize, but I don't. Because this, not only do you deserve better than this, your family, your friends, everybody else around you deserves better than this. And whoever this person or these people are from the past that are saying they changed, they have not changed. And Alexander said no. Okay? And if you've already gotten physical with these people, I have no freaking words. I don't have words. Just know. It's moths to the flame. We saw how good Capricorn was doing. We saw that. So these are moths flying towards your light. And whatever, to come up with the devil card and the page of swords, these people like drama. These people are not cool. And these people are
So I'll say this. Maybe you're trying to help people that are suffering. And maybe you're not supposed to be helping people that are suffering. Maybe you're supposed to be helping people that you can actually help. Here we go. If there's people that are really, really suffering, send them to a doctor. Send them to somebody that, your reading was so bad, I almost put the cards away. All right, moving on. And I love you guys. Like I said, we'll see you again in a couple weeks. And just know, pay attention. These people are in the physical. If they're not in the physical yet, it is your duty, Capricorn, to pay attention during this month of June. Who's coming up from the past and who's coming in new, and really, really be vigilant and observe if you're entering a love relationship, especially. These people that are showing up might not be the best people to allow inside the temple that you've been working on so diligently to clean up the temple and get it ready for where we're going. All righty then, on to Aquarius. They don't want to listen. Teresa says yes, but they don't want to listen, don't want to change. Then let them go. Who said this was your job to help these people? You know, honestly, I'm going to let you know, everybody, actually, where I am right now, Teresa. I want to help the people that I know I can help. I want to help the people that I know are doing the work. I don't want to help these people that are lost, that are saying, Alexander, save me. Like, you already missed the freaking boat if you're asking me to save you. Like, what have you been doing for the past years? Because I've seen you in the feed, and I'm not talking to an individual person. So please don't be out there getting aggravated and thinking, he's talking to me. No, I'm not talking to a person. I'm letting you know there are things that Alexander always says that he needs to do. So when you contact him and you say, oh, I want a session, then you get the session. And I'm like, are you working out? And you're like, no, I've been thinking about it, though. It's like, what are we even talking about? You know what I'm going to tell you. You know what I'm going to say about being positive and thinking positive and meditating. So it's like when I ask the person, like, are you working out? They're like, no. I'm like, are you meditating? They're like, no. I'm like, are you eating clean? They're like, no. I'm going to be honest. I want to hang up the phone and send your money back to you. Okay? So new rule. Book sessions at Galactic Tarot if you're at least doing some work. And if you're not doing work, Alexander might be an a-hole. Welcome to the new reality. Let me just set on into that. Oh, that feels good. All right, so Teresa, that does not mean that you need to be an a-hole. Okay, look at me. My bunny. Okay. It's not a bunny. I got a bunny living under my porch. Stop trying to save the unsavable people, especially if you haven't saved yourself yet. Okay? There you go. That's your message. I'm gonna clear the heck out of this deck. I need like a club. Buddha be praised. Can you help me out with this? The dragons? I want that reading. I'm gonna get that right on out of there. Knock it out of here, kid. You bother me. All right? Yeah, I don't know. I have Aquarius. What's the time? We're just going to move on. Phew, that made me hot. 15833. 15833. There's not enough sage, Veronique. There's not enough sage for that reading. Aquarius, can we have a good one? Aquarius or Pisces, can we leave this off on a very, very positive high note? New policy. If you know what I'm going to say, don't book it. Okay? He's too busy. He's too busy. Oh, good God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, like Capricorn, don't contact me in a month from now and ask me what to do because you let this person from the past in. Like, don't do it. Do not do it. You are awarded no session, and may God have mercy on your soul. A simple no would have done the trick. We'll take business ethics for 5,000. Okay, Aquarius, June, quantum reading. All people born in the sign of Aquarius. Let's go. One more. One to who? A three. How would work get done, Corey says. Boom! Get him, bro! Just, the New York Stock Exchange has completely ceased to exist. It's just like two guys in there, like, where is everybody? How would work get done? I like that. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Oh, Omar Gooding. That's my new call out. When I say Omar Gooding, it means something keeps happening. Again and again. There's the page one goes forward again. Okay. Soul knows what I'm talking about. Any younger generation or older generation is just like, what is this guy talking about? I think he smoked a doobie before this video. No, this is all natural. I'm sober like a gopher, baby. Let's go. All right. All right. Okay. So staring at the abundance, waiting for the queendom. Oh my God. It's just the same reading over and over again. Okay. So the mind causing issues on the body and not being able to see we're in a physical reality of angelic perfection. Okay. Drama from the past, the devil card, Aquarius. You don't want to be on Noah's raft with the Capricorns right now, do you? We're going to keep going. I'm going to keep reading because I'm not sure. I'm going to keep going. The last one was cut and dry. This is not cut and dry. Okay. The truth shall set you free, and you're standing still. Good. Okay. So you're standing still with this person. So somebody might show up for you as well, Aquarius. So once again, we're seeing the 2 months connected. But this is why I had an issue with Capricorn. And I love the Capricorns. I'm not complaining about you. What I'm saying is this. I saw more of a potential for you to be tricked. When I look at this Aquarius reading, Aquarius is all over it. Aquarius is all over it. Okay? Aquarius knows they work too hard to get where they are, and they're moving on to the next stage. They have their love. They're standing still with their fire. They're standing still with their power. So maybe this person's coming back and Aquarius is going to wait for them to show their true colors, which do that if you may. Do that if it makes you feel better. Do that if you want to make sure. But yeah, it looks like, but also I am going to warn Aquarius, if somebody shows up from the past, I wouldn't just jump into a romantic partnership. This person from the past that likes drama, we see this reconnecting, or wanting to reconnect. Okay. So then moving on from here, crying over spilled milk, moving forward with balance by knowing that all things are possible. Okay. So what were we saying? What was the message for today? If I could give the message for today, I cover up all these cards and this has been it. What are we going to do to call in the infinite abundance, to get the house on the hill, the big house on the hill, the abundant house on the hill, not just a house, to get the house. Okay. What do you got to do? Okay. And to do that, you need to know what would you do if you were handed this ultimate level of abundance. So part of what we need to do is self-worth. Part of what we need to do is doing the work, standing on that high ground, holding that high ground, knowing that you're in an angelic reality. It's like, once again, there's people really, really, really suffering, and there's people really, really, really doing good. I keep seeing this like double-edged sword of these like two cards that don't make sense together. And the reason why they don't make sense together is what I've been telling everybody is like the divide is very, very wide, my family. The divide is wider than anything I've ever seen. Look, I mean, look at your own friends and family members. Don't take my word for it. Look at your lives right now and the lives of the others around you and look at how, whoa, like these people out of nowhere that I didn't even think were ascending are doing really freaking awesome. And then all these other people that were ascending are ascending and they're doing awesome. And then there's all these other people over here that are just cooking. Why are they cooking? Because they knew that they had a job to do. They knew that they had work to do. And they sat there twiddling their thumbs. So what we need is more cowbell. And what is the cowbell? The cowbell is the other people that have been doing the work. I'm not saying we just let all these other people on the other side fall. But I'm just saying maybe our attention should be going towards the people that are... Is my phone dying? My phone's dying. I'll plug it. Plug it in. Oh, you know what? I'll just do this later. If it dies, it dies. Whatever. We might lose the camera. I'll have to show you the cards. Yeah, we only got one more. It's Pisces. I leave it to you guys. I leave it to you guys. I've been there. I'm not saying that we're all ascending, but maybe these people that are really struggling right now, they need to be struggling to make the change that's necessary in their lives. And just do this, if you will. Ask yourself if you're even capable of helping these people. Okay? Because I've realized these people that are really, 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 really struggling, and I'm almost just like, yo, this is really, really gnarly. And then I ask them if they're doing the things that we've been telling them to do for years, and they're not, and they're really, really struggling. Don't say we didn't warn you. That's all. Just don't say we didn't warn you. I remember in the videos in 2017 and 2018, people getting annoyed, and they're like, well, what if I just like my 3D job, Alexander? You're always telling me to start this new thing. And then everybody had the pandemic happen, and everybody was stuck at home, and you could have had another spider web built at that point. You could have been having abundance coming from a new place, from an old place. You could have having the opportunity to have this business that was maybe 5% to 15%. Like everything that we said happened, and I'm not happy that it happened. But what I'm saying is we knew what was coming. We knew what was coming in our own way. And it's like, we just need to separate from this whole belief structure of I have to suffer to gain. You do not need to suffer to gain. Pisces, what time is it? I got to go eat. Veronique's over there in New Zealand wanting to sage me. I don't need to be saged. You cannot sage me. I can't even sage myself. So just sage yourself. Oh, God, he's so funny. I laugh at myself. Ooh, it just got hot again. Oh, it's just dragon breath all day, every day now. So I just, it's like I've surpassed brotherhood and jumped over being mom or dad to grandpa and grandma. I'm out of foxes to give. So, there's going to be a lot of fire here on the channel because we got a job to get done. And if you don't want to get the job done, then, there's a lot of other readers out there. You had a nice run. Now you're done, son. Okay? I can't hear excuses anymore. Get out of there. Get out of there. Pisces, you want a good one. Get out of there. Okay. With love. Get out of there with love. Are the children well behaved, or do they need a few light slams every now and then? Hey, I'm having fun. Maybe later on I'll feel people cooking and they're like, "You're not my dad, Alexander." I never said I was. No, Cappy has hope, Teresa. Cappy has hope. I told you what to do. Find the turds. Don't step in the turd. That's all. Teresa, there's a poop in your yard. Do not step in the poop. It's like, I feel like it's that episode of Always Sunny where like Charlie's walking, he's like, oh, there's a poop. And then he steps right in it, and Mac's looking at him like, why did you do that? Like, what is this? Don't be a Charlie. You're not my father. That's impossible. He's signing it. He's signing it. I can't believe he's signing it. Ah! Where you go? Who are you? Who are you? Ooh, choices. One of Alexander's has. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here because I'm going on tangents. Carrie Lynn. They want one more. Okay, focus. We're doing this. Pisces. Come on. Pisces. Quantum reading for all people born in the sign of Pisces. He's not hangry. He's not angry. I have my shape. You know what? No, I'm gonna zip my lip. I'm gonna zip my lip before I flip. Okay, I'm gonna do it. We don't end readings on swords. There we go. Oh, and the moon at the bottom again. Okay. Well, what do you know? Look at this. It's a totally different message. No, it's not. Crying over spilled milk. Thinking it's worse than it is. Not making the offering of love. So then we see the computer. We see the computer and we see looking at our funds. So this is interesting. So whatever this thing is that you want to do, that you want to be stepping into, the thing that you would do, like I've been saying this whole reading, if you were a billionaire, if you were just created a billionaire, what would you do once you got bored after you spent some of the money? Looks like Pisces is potentially researching that on the computer. I have this money to sign up for this course. There's that card in the past again. If you're going to get that card, I do prefer it in the past. But look at this. Completion. The truth sets you free. Completion. The truth sets you free about your friends. Oh my God. And or about the healer needs to heal themselves before they can heal others. So yeah, there's definitely some work we're all doing. Like literally, it's like the work started at Cancer with like, let me just say this, like a real hard kick. Okay. Cancer. 1, 2, 3. We literally got 3 readings. And then Sag was really good too. But Sag was talking about the work as well. And that's the work that we're doing. Boundaries, accountability, self-worth. It's going to be a little bit different for everybody. But just make sure that we're all meditating and looking at this stuff and we're not thinking things happened how they used to. If you're catching yourself thinking this is how it works because this is what happened last time, you're wrong. You're wrong. Okay? How are others viewing you? Oh my God, Pisces. And you're the last sign. Others are seeing you as the tree. Oh my God, winning in that card regard. Look at that. Hopes or fears. Hoping to have the masculine fire, hoping to have the abundance. So let's go like on further to see what this means. Your guides, your other dimensional versions, these friends on other places want you to know to treat others how you want to be treated yourself. So Pisces, whenever I get this card, and it comes up pretty often in these readings, pay attention, make the right choice. We see a choice here. This person looks sad. This person looks happy. Treat others how you want to be treated. Both swords of truth. We get the sword of truth. We get the sword of truth. So there's the Queen of Swords. She holds this sword. So this is the truth shall set you free. But this is also a lot of me telling you what you already know. When you get both swords, you already know what I'm telling you. So something major is coming in with this full moon, this whole Sagittarius full moon. And look, we found out that the Sagittarius was the full moon, and then Sag got the most positive reading of the day. So clearly, there's some power here that's returning to humanity. So bam, Queen of Swords with the inner child, holding the truth with the inner child, having the strength to create the best possible future from this present moment, and being on this journey to be the immovable object of love, the unstoppable force, the King of Cups, the best of all the men cards, in my opinion. This is this unstoppable force and this immovable object of love. Epic card. Pretty epic reading here, Pisces. Very positive, but it's like you guys are definitely having the capability to help with the completion of this. I mean, because look at the card that's representing you. This is how you're being viewed during the month. So good stuff. Good stuff, Pisces. So I'm going to pick these up. And then what do we do? What do we want to do now, guys? First person that can write the question, I will answer it. Oh, I'm the first person to ask a question, I guess. Alexander, can we see your new bracelet technology? Yes, or can. Sing. There you go. There you go again. There she goes again with that little mermaid-esque. Keep singing. I did it. Hit me up. So hit me up, cause it's all over. Oh no, she told me to sing and I sang. I will sing when I want to sing. All right, so the only question we got was drum with a question mark. He would make outrageous claims like he invented the question mark. If the stock market crashes, blame Capricorn. Hey, no, we don't blame. We don't blame Corey. So, crystalcarn.com. These will be up at some point. I got to rebuild the entire website now because we got new gear. So no question to answer. I'm just going to wrap it up. galactictarot.com. If you can find a slot in my very busy schedule. And I love you all so freaking much. How do we upgrade our pieces? You're just in time, Cindy Lou. I'll allow it. How do we upgrade our pieces? Our pieces of what? Pieces of our soul? Our soul pieces? What do you mean, Cindy Lou? Cindy Lou. See you, Brother Russ. Yeah, galactictarot.com, crystalcarn.com. If you want to sign up to be a patron and get the unfiltered versions of these readings, search Galactic Tarot on patreon.com. I'm just going to wait for this. Tina, what up? I'm just going to wait for this reply from Sister Cindy. Where are you at? Cindy? What do you mean? Our pieces of what? Pieces of what? Our side pieces, Catherine. Catherine. Don't be naughty. One question. Our jewelry. What a great question. Thank you. So I don't have to shamelessly plug it. Just contact me, Cindy Lou. Get in touch with me. Go on crystalcarn.com, click the contact us, and I can go over how to do what you need to do or book a Crystal Current consultation. If you're booking a Crystal Current consultation, I'll tell you this. And I'll say this for just this next. Do I say this? They're laughing at me. You did ask. Just contact me. Book a Crystal Current consultation. I'll say this. If you're getting the upgrade, that's what I'll do. You'll get the reading for free. If you do a Crystal Current consultation on the site and it's going towards doing the upgrade to the class, I'll give you the session for free for 1 week. I'm not doing that forever. I said it. I did it. Yeah. So next week, we're going to be on the phone a lot. Alrighty then. Why am I still here? Gotta go. Love you. See you soon.